Have you been trying to trade SPX calendar spreads only to have some trouble with them? In this video, I'm going to share with you my secret sauce or recipe for trading SPX calendar spreads. It's not anything magical or amazing. It's just kind of, hey, this is what I like to do and why I like to do it. So I'm going to share with you some insight. Now, if you're brand new here, I'm Sasha, the options coach. I've been teaching people to trade options the last decade. Got a lot of classes. And one of the latest ones that we just are working on is calendar spreads, the deep dive. We did an Iron Condor one not too long ago, and we've got a lot of other classes as well. Now, with calendar spreads, what's nice about calendar spreads is when you go in and do this setup for calendar spreads, you're basically buying one, okay, and selling one. So we're selling, let's say, a 20-day, and then we're buying maybe a 27-day. So we've got kind of a 7-day difference. That's kind of a standard. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some insight on what calendar spread I like on the SPX. And here is the secret recipe. Okay, it is basically go for a 3 DTE difference, Friday to Monday, calendar. That's about 20 days or longer. So what you're going to do on this construction is when we go in and sell one, and then we buy one, okay, we're going to go with a 3 DTE difference. And the reason we're going to go with a 3 DTE is because it's more cost effective. So when we set up this calendar spread, it's going to be cheaper. That's why we like that. Now, we don't always get the weekend effect, so I don't want you to think that. But what I want to show you is why we like these kinds of setups. So I've done one already on this setup and construction on a calendar here on this example. Now, it's not quite exactly at the money. But this calendar spread, paper account, of course, we're going to go in and I want to show you what I did on the execution here. That calendar spread cost $300, so $3, and it's not too bad. So when you look at this construction, the difference between here is we've got a June 27th and a June 30th. Now you're watching this video in the future, probably at some point. So, but you can see it's a 3-day difference. And the reason I like these types of spreads is if you go to some other spread, like let's say we go to like even a shorter duration here, a 9 and a 10-day. So we're going to go to a calendar spread. I'm going to go kind of close to at the money. The reason I'm not going exactly at the money is just to make sure we have a nice round number here. Okay, so if you look at this one right here, you're already paying $370. So a shorter duration, 1-day difference, you're paying $370, and you don't have a lot of room or range. Okay, as we bump that forward, okay, let's go to something like a 23 and maybe a 30. So we got a 23-day, and then we're going to go to a 30. So that'll be July 2nd. So we'll go here and we'll go to July 2nd. I'll show you this calendar spread. And the one we're buying will go July 2nd. Look at the cost of that. So see, some people, what they like to do is do like a 7-day difference or just basically, a whole week. But the cost of that is about $1,500 on the spread. So by doing this, yes, you get a little bit of a nice theta, but the cost of that calendar is pretty pricey. Okay, now watch what happens is if we take this 23-day, and instead of going to 23, we're going to go to 25 and a 28. So you can see basically we've got a 3-day difference. Sometimes if you got a holiday and stuff, it's not quite exactly 3 days. It might be 4 days, but overall it's okay. And you can see I've got positions here that I'm aiming for in different spots. So by doing smaller size, it allows me to spread them out. Instead of paying $1,500 for one, I could put one here, I could put one here, put one here, I could put one over here on the put side, I put another one on the put side, and you could mix them up. So as I go in and do this construction, I want to show you what this looks like. And we go to the calendar spread. You can see I'm selling the June 27, buying the June 30th, and I'm paying about $315, which allows me to, buy a bunch of different calendar spreads in there. So now that I've got this position, you can see it's not too bad. I still get a pretty nice theta, but the cost of this is not as nasty as some of the other ones. And if this thing goes down quite a bit, I'm only risking about $320. So it's not too bad at all. So what I've got is even if you're staying in it a couple days, if you can pull out, like, let's say $30-40 on a $300 trade. Look, if you could pull out $30, that's 10%. $300 trade, 10%, $30, $30, $30. And you can spread different calendars in different spots. So I might go in and say, okay, well, I'll put another one here, another one here. And now we've created a much smoother risk profile picture, creating an array of positions in different zones, different spots. That's how you want to think. Anyways, that's kind of what I like to do as far as this calendar spread construction on the SPX. It's really nice because it gives you some flexibility in different zones and different areas where you can position it. I'm not saying you have to do it all the time this way. I'm saying, hey, it's a starting point for some people. Some people are scared to do calendar spreads, and it's okay. These are a little bit less crazy, less dangerous because they're 3-day difference. You're more protected. You've also got room and range. You're 20 days plus. So even if this thing sells off 100 points, you're going to get a positive Vega. So when this sells off, even then you're only down $56. And if it pops, maybe you're up $20 or something like that. So you don't have a lot of issues with these. It's not as nasty when you get a nasty market sell off. So you can't get hurt as bad as some other trades where, let's say, you're selling naked puts or something to that effect. Anyways, it's a nice spread. It's a nice construction. Yes, it's a little more complicated simply because calendar spreads themselves are a little complicated for some people just because you got mixed expirations. But overall, it's not too bad of a trade and it's not costly. As long as you close these down before they expire, you should be good to go. So anyways, that's kind of my, hey, call it bread and butter, call it secret sauce, call it, hey, a nice smooth SPX calendar structure that I enjoy and I like doing them. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty smooth and it's been working pretty well. Just don't forget to close them out before that first expiration. So if you're like in the hospital or something like that, make sure you can close it out because it could be dangerous, right? Because you'll be left with the other leg. Anyways, hope that helps, gives you a little insight. If you're interested in more of the calendar class that we just recently working through, check it out on our website, Calendars Deep Dive. And then we've also did an Iron Condors one not too long ago. I mean, we've done a ton of different classes. So check them out, enjoy, have a great rest of your week ahead, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.